let's say this year your goal is to eat healthy. Instead of saying like, I'm going to drink more water, I'm going to have more vegetables and more clean proteins, and I'm going to weigh and measure my food. Those are really hard. I'm not saying they're wrong goals, but you have to recognize what is your discipline level. What is your dedication? Or you have to determine the discipline before you go into that, because that's going to be a really hard road to hoe. Much easier to me is if your goal is for nutrition, is say, I am not going to have a dessert. I'm not going to have a sweet at tomorrow. That's it. I'm not going to have a sweet today even, right? Say it's today. And then tomorrow I'm going to start that thing over again and just keep that going for as long as you possibly can. That's where I set out when I started doing this was I'm not going to have red meat. And then I said, I'm not going to have sweets, and I'm not going to have soda. And then I gave up baked goods. And before I knew it, it had been a decade and I hadn't had any of those things. I didn't set out trying to create that. If I started off like, I'm creating a New Year's resolution where I'm not going to have bread, baked goods, muffins, cookies, or sweets
10 years.
For 10 years, starting January 1st, 2017. It's an impossibility. There's no way I could wrap my head around that. When you start running marathons, you don't go start running a marathon. You were doing Ironman triathlons. You don't start running an Ironman triathlon. You go out and you swim, bike, and run today. And then tomorrow you revisit the appropriate training volume and whatever it is, and you do that again the next day. You just start to build these little chains.